Coming up, from term limits to no limits. What if I told you one congressman's plan to fix Washington is giving lawmakers more time in office? Well, not high on Congress. News that will make you want to get high. You're going to be down on this. That was a joke, by the way. Just work with me on this one. A Democratic lawmaker now wants 4-year terms for members of the House instead of the current 2. The reason goes something like this. Congress will then spend less time campaigning, more time making law. That makes sense to me, Dave. What do you think?
No, it does not. More time spending money and wreaking havoc on the American people. 2 years and 6 years, boom, that's the way that the government was set up. And actually, that very lawmaker said, well, we need the time to learn our way around Capitol Hill.
You know,
and
he actually did sound like that. That's actually true.
I still don't know where the men's room is over on that side of the building.
I think you do. What do you think of this?
I wouldn't have a problem with this as long as they had term limits. You know, I mean, I don't think the founders. I don't think the founders actually envisioned people spending 200 2-year terms in office, until they died. You know, I mean, they envisioned a Congress that had changed, that people went back to work and did stuff, and then there was some rotation. We don't have that. So, we have a permanent political class in this country. Yeah. It's actually scary because they don't do anything but run for office. And whether it's 2 years or 4 years, I'm for 4 years, but make it one 4-year term.
Interesting.
I think term limits is a terrible idea because the founders intended for the voters.
Because Charlie Rangel's been such a great congressman for New York.
The founders intended for the voters to have a say, especially on the lower house, and frequently. So I think 2 years is a very good thing. We should not change it to 4 years.
I would agree with Adam on this. I don't know why, and I think I do see pigs flying. I don't know. There's something about the 2-year thing. It's immediate. I think we need that.
The 2 years fine, but I think Charlie's right. How about 2-2-year terms? If you can't find a men's room in 4 years, too bad. Just leave it at that.
You have a bunch of inexperienced legislators.
You know what? And all these experienced guys are doing this.
It happens in California.
Ben Stein, what do you make of that?
I think Adam is 100% correct here. It's an incredibly complicated job. I don't mind if they're in office for 40 years. I don't mind if they're in office for 50 years. If they learn their way around, learn how laws work, they learn to have a good rapport with their constituents, they can be in there for a long time. The problem is this has got to be done by changing the Constitution. Talk about something that's absolutely not going to happen. It ain't going to happen. But I like the idea of legislators being in there for a long time. I've testified so many times before legislatures, and they don't know what they're doing.
But Ben, for the 2-year thing, the way it is.
The 4-year term is fine too. The 4-year term is fine with me too. That would be a very, very difficult thing to change the Constitution.
You're talking to me like a lawyer. So do you want the 2-year or the 4-year?
I want the 4-year and maybe even the 40-year, but I want them to be there a really long time so they learn how to get laws made. Yes.
That's why we need more laws. Like
40-year option, no money down, variable interest rate.
2 years. If you suck, vote them out.
Yeah.
That's nice. All right. Charlie, final words. Love these guys. Up next.